Welcome back to another edition of Sling Paint Gaming.
What up, everybody?
I'm Berto.
I'm Nims.
All right, so the Tantive IV.
It's about time.
I know. It only took a long time to get this. You know, I mean, because I think we've been playing Star Wars X-Wing miniatures games for a while, but we play mostly with the small ships and the large ships, and we really haven't done any epic battles or anything.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
we haven't done any epic battles yet. It's mainly just been you and I playing, or game night at the local shops. Yep.
And so we, for a Christmas present, my wife got this for me.
It's a pretty nice Christmas present.
I know.
It just looks cool.
It does. But anyway, it is the Tantive IV. Yes, I know it's been out, and there's probably already some unboxing videos, but I don't care, and I'm going to want to kind of like break this down. So we got it in front of us. We unboxed it. I mean,
we got everything pulled out.
Look at this thing. This thing's insane.
Just the detail alone on these things is really cool. I mean, Fantasy Flight really puts a lot of time and effort into making these things look authentic. It's
got all. I mean, I was pulling up the video, looking at doing a side by side. I mean, it's almost right on the money as far as all the details. And with me doing some repaints, I was actually maybe wanting to do some touch-ups here and there, and just really enhance it. We'll see. I might just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Take a look at this thing. I think it's cool. I'm excited. The turrets turn around a little bit. They spin. Not as easy, but they do spin.
Yeah, look at that.
The dish turns.
Goes up, yeah.
Yeah. So it is pretty cool. It's got a lot of cool stuff. And you know what the funny part is like looking at all these pieces in the rule book. I mean, this is a whole different style of play too. It's got this new thing called, well, not new, but it's been out for a while, but energies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's just do a size comparison here.
Oh yeah.
Little X-Wing.
And I was reading an article too. They said all the huge ships are technically, like the large ships and the small ships are to scale of each other. They said the huge ships were actually just a little bit smaller. Otherwise, it'd be almost like 2-3 feet long.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, you gotta love it. I mean, if you ever play Star Wars Armada, I think is the other game that has all the huge ships, Star Destroyers and what have you, and they're on such a small scale. So to have something like this,
yeah.
And you can play with it and have the cards and do some epic battles. It's pretty wild.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so why don't we tell everybody what's in it or what comes with it?
So, what do you got over there?
All right, so the ship's kind of divided into two sections here. You've got the aft, which is the rear, and then you've got the
fore side. Yep.
Yep, which is the front.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know anything about ships and sailing and all that, I don't know anything about all that. I'm a landlubber. So, it comes with two different cards.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and...
Want to do the fore one?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So the cool part about these cards is you can see this is the fore, and you can see it's got an ability.
Mm-hmm.
You see it's got the regular attack, the skill, it's got the, wrong side. It's got the skill value, the attack, the agility, which is 0, 8 hull, 5 shield. When you look at this, I'm like, that's almost like a Millennium Falcon as far as like what it's got to take. And it's got a whole mess of upgrades, and it's actually got an ability, which you can see. It says when attacking with your primary weapon, you may spend 1 energy, and this is that thing that's different than large ships and other ships. And it says basically to roll an additional attack dice. But the cool part is like when it's crippled, normally you take the ship off.
Yeah, you'd be destroyed.
Right. But it's because you have a fore and aft, you can have your fore destroyed and your aft still stay alive.
Yeah.
So they did this on the back side. So you can still see it actually still attacks at range 3 and 5, but you lose your ability, and like you pointed out before when we were looking at this, you lose all the upgrades. So like, here's the original, all the upgrades you get. So when and it's crippled, you're only down to 1.
Yeah, you lose everything.
And the artwork is phenomenal now. Look at that. And what do you got for the aft?
All right, so for the aft, I gotta be over here.
Yep.
So again, sorry about that. Doesn't really give any abilities or anything like that. You just get your normal upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really normal. I mean, you've got energy. You've got a couple other different ones. Your crew. No agility on this, but just 8 hull, 3 shield, 5 energy, and then of course, this one gets crippled. You cannot choose to execute those maneuvers. The 4 straight, the 2 banks.
But it allows you still have 1 energy at least.
Yep.
So, And that's the. And from I think when you were reading that before, that actually is the amount of energy you can store, right, or hold.
Right.
Okay. Before you can allocate it to different sections of your ship.
And so if you look, these actually kind of fit together and form
the one huge ship.
One huge ship. So same thing on this side.
That's pretty cool.
When it's destroyed.
And I just noticed like it also has the point values on the back there too. So it looks like 50 and 40, I think it is. So 90 points just for the ship itself.
Yeah, 90 points just for this ship. That's why Epic Games are, what?
A couple hundred points
each. Yeah, a couple hundred points. So
that's cool. I like that.
So also in this, each section of the ship has its own damage deck. So the aft has a damage deck, and the fore has its own damage deck.
And you can see the different artwork on the back there, which is the fore section. That's the aft.
Yep.
So as you receive damage, so you're not using the normal damage deck. You have to use these,
which are ship specific.
Right. Each huge ship has their own deck, and you can see on the bottom there which part, which card it's related to. So
pretty much just look at it as a special crit deck just for this ship. Discard one of the crew upgrade cards equipped in this section.
Yep.
Place one of the upgrade cards equipped to this section under this card. You cannot use it. Energy, you spend 2 of your energy to flip it face down.
Yeah, I got like one that says you must spend 1 energy to perform this action, perform any action. So yeah, so this is definitely tailored to the huge ship. And then the infamous double damage.
Yep, okay.
Does exist. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like how they did that. They really made it different, but still part of the whole game.
So, and what's cool about these is you when you move, you gain energy. You use the energy, you put it on one upgrade card, and then you can spend that energy along with your attacks and stuff like that. So, whole different style of play here with the energy. You can also use the energy to regain shields, to give you evades, things like that.
And even to fire secondary weapons. Like I was looking at this, so it comes with 3 quad laser cannons, 3 of these cards. And if you look at it right there on the thing, it actually says you spend 1 energy from this card, because it says there's 2 energies to perform this attack. If the attack does not hit, you may immediately spend 1 energy from this card to perform the attack again. So this is basically, it's like munitions failsafe in a way, but it's 3 dice, range 1 and 2.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. You know what the funny part is? Speaking about the range, like that's the first thing when you open that up, you see that new range ruler on there.
So that actually goes to 5.
Yeah, that's insane.
You can go almost the whole way across
the board. Exactly.
But keep in mind though, when you're playing Epic, it's not just a 3x3. I think you're playing on like a 3x6. Yeah. So it's twice the length.
I like these cards and these upgrades. And then I know with the Tantive IV, one of the big things that the craze at the time with the Tantive IV was actually getting a particular upgrade card. So people would buy the Tantive IV, open up the box, take out this one or 2 particular upgrade cards, and then they would sell the Tantive IV without those upgrades. And you would each upgrade was like $40, $30 a piece on eBay.
Yeah.
And which ones are we talking about?
Yeah, one of them C3PO.
Yeah, C3PO.
Yep.
What does it say there? It says
just says once per round before you roll 1 or more defense dice, you may guess aloud a number of evade results. If you roll that many evade results before modifying dice, you add 1 evade result. So pretty much what you're going to do, you're going to guess 1 every time, and as long as you roll 1, you get 1 evade.
So if you have like the Millennium Falcon that has like the 1 agility, you throw that C3PO crew card on there. You're only rolling 1 dice. If you get it, you get an extra evade. That's wild.
And it's once per round, so it's not like it's an action. It's not like you're spending anything to do it. It's just a.
But that card alone was like going for like $30, $40 just for that card.
Easily. A lot of tournament players like to use C3PO as a crew. You've also got Princess Leia.
Nice.
So
and she's rocking the cinnamon buns in there too.
She is.
Nice.
She is. So at the start of the activation phase, you may discard this card to allow all friendly ships that reveal a red maneuver to treat that maneuver as a white maneuver until the end of the phase.
That's nice. And you have to discard that card? Okay, you have to discard the guys. Okay.
But you allow all friendly ships.
So you can do like all K turns and they're all white maneuvers.
And they're all white maneuvers. So yeah,
I like that. I like that.
That could be a little.
And there's no range specific. It just says all friendly ships.
Yeah, just all friendly ships. So,
and there's the not the infamous, the famous
the
R2D2 crew card. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So this is rebel only, of course. At the end of the excuse me, at the end of the end phase, if you have no shields, you may recover 1 shield and roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, randomly flip one of your face-down damage cards face up and resolve it.
Yeah, that's the only negative I don't like about that card.
Yeah, so if you have no shields, you get a shield back. But if you roll a hit and you have damage, you have to flip it up and resolve it.
Yep.
So it's a catch-22.
Mm-hmm. It's actually good, like if you don't have any damage, you have like a lot of shields to go through, just to kind of keep repopulating your shields. Because when you start getting crits and you start playing that card, you face up a double damage, you screw yourself.
Yeah, you're just. But hey, you get a shield, so it'd only be 1.
That's true. That's true.
You just lose your shield. All right, Han Solo.
And that's the other card that went for a lot of money.
So when attacking, if you have a target lock on the defender, you may spend that target lock to change all of your focus results to hit results.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there you go.
Yeah. I got one of the things I was looking at these other cards over here. I have this Tabana gas supplies, and basically it's energy. It says you discard this card to gain 3 energy. So I like it. It's 4 points in the grand scheme of epic battles. I mean, that's not a lot, and I think you're allowed to have like 2 of these, or 2 of these. Actually, no.
Nope, they're limited.
1 for RAF, 1 for Fore, and you can basically get free energy. So if you need to equip like secondary weapons, this and that with energy real fast, this is actually probably good to have. Especially with the range that these things shoot at.
Well, limited, cool. You might only be able to use just that 1 card.
Okay. I got you. I see what you're saying.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that. And there was, where was this here? You also get, there are 3 title cards that you get for the freighter, or I should say the Tantive IV. For this one, it's actually the Tantive IV actual title card. And so basically it says your 4 section upgrade bar gains 1 additional crew and 1 additional double crew upgrade icons. And for 4 points, you can basically start maxing out your ship with a whole bunch of crew. And then you also have, I'm going to butcher this name. Is that Dodana's Pride?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Dodana's Pride. And it says basically when you perform a coordinated action, you may choose 2 friendly ships instead of 1. Those ships may each perform 1 free action. So it's coordinated actions with your friendly ships.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And the other title card that you can get is Jaina's Light. That's what it looks like. And it says when defending once per attack, if you dealt a face-up damage card, you may discard it and draw another face-up damage card. So if you get like a double damage for 2 points, you can just eliminate that, but hopefully you don't get another double damage.
Right.
But still,
you get something that doesn't really affect you too much.
Right. What else you got over there?
So we got a couple more crew. Ramus Antilles.
Ooh.
It's a familiar sounding last name there.
Yep.
Huge ship only, rebel only. At the start of the activation phase, choose 1 enemy ship at range 1 to 3. You may look at the ship's chosen maneuver. If that maneuver is white, assign that ship 1 stress token.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at this, Phantom here.
Yeah.
He's got a white maneuver. Oh no, you have a stress. So
I like that.
All right.
I like that.
Not too bad. You've got Targeting Coordinator, another limited card. So this one's based on energy. If you may spend 1 energy to choose 1 friendly ship at range 1 to 2, acquire a target lock, then assign a blue target lock token to the chosen ship.
Okay.
It's pretty much you're giving your other ships target locks.
Target locks, yeah.
All right, we've got Engineering Team.
And that's a double crew, isn't it?
That is a double crew. Yep. It says during the activation phase, when you reveal a straight maneuver, gain 1 additional energy during the gain energy step.
Okay.
So anytime you go straight, get an energy.
And the cool part is I know some like those double crew cards and the special cards that are for huge ships. I know like with the Rebel Transport, there's some cards you can share with, and also even some of the assault carrier and this and that you can share them between because they all use the same very similar symbols, unless it's Rebel or Imperial specific. But
right.
What else you got?
So Gunnery Team, it's another double crew.
Yes, the Gunnery Team.
So it's limited. Once per round, when attacking with a secondary weapon, you may spend 1 energy to change one of your blank results to a hit result.
Nice.
So you drop an energy.
Okay.
It's almost like a little focus.
I like that. Okay.
All right, and you've got Sensor Team.
Very nice.
So when acquiring a target lock, you may lock onto an enemy ship at range 1 to 5 instead of 1 to 3.
Okay.
So
Is that Admiral Akbar on that thing?
it looks pretty
Looks
much
like
like
it,
him.
right?
It's pretty close. It's a trap.
That's a trap. All ships pull up.
All right, and then you've got a couple more little secondary weapons
single
here.
turbo lasers.
Yep. So it's attack. It spends energy. Spend 2 energy from this card to perform this attack. The defender doubles his agility value against this attack. You may change one of your focus results to a hit result.
How many dice you roll? Oh, 4
4.
dice.
You're rolling
Okay.
4 dice, and the defender
Right.
gets to double his agility.
So it's like you got to pick which ships you got to be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to go after a high agility ship with this, but
Like you get a Phantom, you're screwed.
well, it depends on if they're cloaked or not.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the other cards I got over here is we talked about the cannons. I also got this ionization reactor. It's 5 energy, right? But the cool part is, if you read this, it says energy. Spend 5 energy from this card and discard this card to cause each other ship at range 1 to automatically suffer 1 damage and receive 1 ion token. Yeah. But it's got a lot of energy to spend, and I think this only holds 5, right? Isn't that what the key thing was? I think it was in the manual when we were looking at it. So this is pretty much all your energies that you got there. But that's cool. Like, if you have a lot of ships all at range 1, enemy ships, you can just light it up.
See the 5 there?
Yep.
You can only hold 5 energy at a time, so you burn all of your energy for that card.
For that one card.
But what was it? Everybody gets a damage?
Everybody gets a damage and an ion token.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
So
pretty
yeah, you
nice.
got a lot of ships coming in at you. You can just do that. And range 1, you got to remember, with range 1 with large ships, and it's like a large ship or a huge ship, and you can get close real fast.
yeah. Because again,
Oh yeah.
range 1, it's
And if they're flying a swarm or something, like if they have like
Anywhere.
several TIE bombers, if you accelerate speed and you just get right close to them, you can light them up. I also got a backup shield generator.
hey, we like shields.
Yes. At the end of each round, you may spend 1 energy to recover 1 shield up to your shield value. So this energy, I like this card because when I was looking at this only has 8 hull, 5 shield, and I think for the 4, and then the aft, what was the aft? The aft had also 8 and 3. So it's like 2 large ships. You can go through that real
2
fast.
B-wings.
Yep. The other card I got here is a comms booster, and you get 2 of them. That's the comms booster. And basically, it's an energy. It says spend 1 energy to remove all stress tokens from a friendly ship at range 1 to 3, then assign 1 focus token to that ship. So it's like almost like a free action in a way. But and you keep the cards. Yeah.
Stress.
Yep. You get 2 of those, and I think the last card I have here, it's a limited engine booster. 3 squad points. Immediately before you reveal your maneuver dial, you may spend 1 energy to execute a white maneuver. You cannot use this ability if you would overlap another ship. I like that. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I think that's, I mean, besides the tokens and shields and all the different things, you get a mission book, a rule book.
Rule book, mission booklet, and you get a scorecard for the epic play and the missions, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So, two-sided.
I like this. Tantive IV, everybody. What do you think? We can be playing this bad boy, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, most
We'll
definitely.
set up some epic games here shortly.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's another edition of Sling Paint Gaming. I'm Berto.
I'm Nims.
Thanks, guys. Oh, wait. And if you like this video, like it below and definitely share it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Oh, yeah. I always forget the subscribe
gotta
part.
subscribe. You don't have to like it. Just subscribe.
You have to like it. Oh, yeah. I'm doing like evil stuff. Like, yes, you want to subscribe. Subscribe. Jedi mind tricks.
Subscribe.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
See you later.